I don't know how to start this high Q&A video because I asked you for questions and I got a load. So I'll start now, I guess. Laptop. Okay. Favourite British comedians. I like Lee Evans a lot. He's English probably, and I really like Jack Whitehall because he always makes me. I've got his DVD and he's just hilarious. Have you ever self-harmed or attempted suicide? I've never attempted suicide, but I have self-harmed before. Fulfillments asked, how much do you love me? A lot, yeah. Why do you like Tumblr? I can post whatever I like and I can just be more myself without people judging me, and none of my friends know about it really, like a few, but because I told them, and yeah, because I can do whatever I want and everyone will still be fine with it. Favourite thing about yourself? I don't know, I quite like my hair. That's it, really. Or my eyes, I don't know, I quite like my eyes. Favourite song of all time? My favourite song of all time is probably... I can't pick one, but it's probably an Ed Sheeran song or something. I'm not sure. It might be Eminem because I really like his music too. Empress Sin asked me, what's your favourite food? My favourite food is probably any type of fish, just seafood in general. My favourite colour is blue. My favourite band, I love Paramore right now, so they've got to be my favourite band. Favourite type of music, I don't know because I don't know the types of music, so whatever type of music Ed Sheeran is. Favourite place to travel, I really like going to Spain, but it's really warm, so my favourite place would have to be anywhere in England because it's the same temperature for me and the scenery is really cool. Ripping Hearts asked, when did you start Tumblr and do you blog similar to when you started? I started using Tumblr about 2 years ago, but I started it with a Harry Potter blog, so that was a while ago. I got up to 600 followers or something, and then made this blog, and I reblogged some quality at first. Because that was what people were blogging then, I guess. And then I started to do vertical and nature stuff and really got into that. So I don't blog very similarly to what I started reblogging at all. What's the hardest I've ever laughed? I think last week I was laughing really hard with my mum, like Wednesday, Monday or Tuesday. I was laughing really hard because my mum was joking with me and that, and it was quite funny. What is something I think about every day? I think about Tumblr every day because I go on it every day. But other than that, it would have to be Supernatural because right now I am obsessed with it. Coexisted asked me, have you ever been to America, and if so, where to? And if not, where would you want to go? Well, I have been to America. I went to Florida for Disney, but that was a couple of years ago now, and I really miss it, so I do want to go back though, and I really, really want to go to New York because New York looks so fun. Forsakings asked me, what's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you? I don't really know. I don't really have that many embarrassing stories, so I don't go out the house to have embarrassing things happen to me. Godet, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but Godet asked me, what was the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? The weirdest thing I've ever eaten, I don't know, those dragon fruits, because I don't eat very adventurous stuff, and it looked really cool, and so it was weird to me. I don't know. What's that writing on your shelf? Asked me, what's your opinion on ponchos? I don't really have an opinion on ponchos, they're quite helpful. Is it really? Lily Charmed asked, why did you make a Tumblr and how did you find out about it? I made Tumblr because my friend told me to, and that's also how I found out about it. And so it's been really from there that I've used it. Lord asked me, would you rather have fingers as long as your legs or legs as long as your fingers? I'd rather... I think I would rather have legs as long as my fingers, because I don't care about being short, but fingers as long as my legs would just be inconvenient. Acid Washed Universe asked me, if you could do one thing and one thing only before you die, what would it be? I think if I could only do one thing, I would try and meet all my favourite celebrities, like Matt Smith, or just try and get a part of Doctor Who. Rosie Dreaming asked, how long did it take you to get your followers and how did you really start gaining? Well, I've had this blog since April last year, but I've only really started using it about July. At first it was just, I don't know how I got it. I had a link on Jam Jar's blog and that gave me about my first 1,000, but then afterwards it was a lot of, I don't know, I reblogged a lot of promos and I only really started gaining when I hit 15k and joined Riders. So otherwise it was about 50 a day for 6 months and it took me like a month to do a K. Unks Corns asked me, what's the grossest food you've ever eaten? I don't eat gross things because I'm not very adventurous. If it doesn't look good, I won't eat it. Ever cried at a book or a movie? I don't think I've ever cried at a film, but I did once cry at a book, but I shan't tell you that book because it is so embarrassing. What would you do if you had all the money or time in the world? If I had all the money in the world, I would buy myself a really big house, buy myself a really good car, and I don't know, I'd help my family out with money and that. But if I had all the time in the world, I would just travel the world and see all the sights and just see everything, because it would be quite cool. Indignatus asked me, in the days you feel really upset, what is the one thing that calms you down and gives you the strength to go on? I know it sounds quite weird, well, I don't know if it sounds quite weird, but I just come on Tumblr and listen to Paramore or Eminem, and it really does help me because the lyrics of the songs or the people on Tumblr and everything they say is really supportive, and like if you make a post then people will respond and try and cheer you up. But if anyone of my followers, anyone watching this is ever upset, you can always message me or whatever, just don't hesitate to, I don't mind. Open Galaxy asked, what's your favourite colour to wear for clothing? In the summer, something like, I don't know, probably blue. Any other time it's going to be black because, I don't know, I like, most of my clothes are black. Toko Ono asked me, where was the last place you sat and admired the view? The last place I sat and admired the view was probably last week when I was out in Lee with Matt and we sat down and I was talking with him but was looking across, and because it's right by the seafront and this tide was out, you can see like for miles out, and it was just really good and I really liked it. And she, I'm assuming, asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I want to be, when I grow up, a surgeon because of the story I've got on my blog about my dad. But also, if I can't get into that, I would really love to work with computers, like coding and programming things, because I really like doing that. I really enjoy it and I find it so fun. And if I don't get the grades I need at GCSE, like biology and that, I will probably go into doing stuff like that, like my dad. And Anon asked me, can you ride a unicycle? I can't ride a unicycle, but I can give it a go. If I find one, I'll post a video. Felicity, but it's got an X in it, asked me, what's your favourite song and how's your week been? My favourite song at the moment is probably going to be Let Her Go by Passenger, because I really like it and I've listened to him for ages, and it's just this week I've decided to listen to him a bit more again. And how's my week been? My week has been wonderful because I went on holiday, I reached 35,000 followers, and I've generally just got a few more friends this week and I've really enjoyed it. Anonymous asked me, what's the most romantic thing anyone has ever done for you? No one's really done anything romantic for me ever, so nothing really. Anonymous, what do you want your future to look like? I don't mind, just so long as I have a family and a job that sustains us. I don't care about earning a lot of money, I just want to earn enough money. 10 favourite animals. My 10 favourite animals have to be dog, then cat. I love penguins because of Scrubs. I love tigers because they're all over my dash, and then lions. Fish are really cool because I have a goldfish. And what else? Parrots are cool because they can speak. I don't really think I can name another. I can name another 3, but I don't really think there are another 3 I'd classify as my favourite. So I've stopped at 7. Sorry. Anonymous asked me, if you won $10,000 and had to spend it in one day, what would you buy? I would buy a Mac, a load of software for it, a PS4 if it was out, or pre-order a PS4, a load of games for it, and a load of games for my computer, and any leftover I'd share out between my family, which wouldn't be a lot though. Sorry. What am I doing this weekend? This weekend I have done nothing. I was meant to go to Bristol on Saturday morning, but I didn't because I just didn't, because it was a really long drive and I didn't feel like going on a really long drive. And then I've just been at home watching Supernatural on Tumblr and not doing a lot really, sleeping, watching House because I love House right now. Beauty is all opinion asked me, is it true it doesn't really get hot in England, even in the summer? In the summer it does get quite warm, but that's for us. So for anyone living in America, if you live in America or any other country, you would think it's not hot at all, but really it gets to about 30 degrees Celsius maybe, and for us that is so warm, and we never have to think about it. And like, I've been sunburnt so much this summer. What do you plan to do when you leave school? When I leave school, well, when I leave secondary school, I'm going to take a gap year, I think, like after sixth form. Then I'm going to go to university and study either something to do with computers or study medicine. Anonymous asked me, what's your dream job? My dream job would be to be a surgeon, because like I said in my post, and like I said earlier, I would love to be able to like save people's lives like that, and it would just be wonderful if I could be a surgeon. No, I have one from Dylan too, like Tumblr User Trust, and he asked me, Dylan asked me, what is the meaning of life? So, the meaning of life, if I want to be smart, I'm going to say 42, but otherwise, the meaning of life, I don't know. It doesn't really have a meaning, I don't think. Like, just do whatever, so long as you're happy, I think it's just all fine. Like, just really to do anything you want to do and make the most of it, because you only really get one shot at it, and if you don't do what you want to do, then it's not, then it's just not going to be good for you, because you're never going to be able to have the chance to experience or do any of this again, really. I don't think, at least, but that's just me. If you watched to the end of this, thank you, because I know it must have been quite boring to watch, because it's only a Q&A video, but if you liked it, please like it, because I never got on a like before, and please subscribe to me, because I haven't got many subscribers. But you should definitely comment what videos you want me to make next, because I have no idea. And yeah, thank you. Bye.